What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a story for you that took place a few years back, and it's a pretty exciting one. So remember to like, and let's get right into it. A few years ago, me and a friend were just bored on Saturday. You know, what are you supposed to do on a Saturday? There's just not much. You know, there's infinite possibilities that you can do on the weekend, and sadly, one of them is infinite boredom. So, we were just bored, chilling at his house, and we were like, hey, you know what, let's go for a bike ride, because, it's not too far to get to the park from there, so, we're like, okay, it's pretty chill, let's go for a quick bike ride. So we get to the park, and it's a pretty big park. It's not small. It's got some trails that go back quite a distance. So, we're riding around like 40 minutes in, and we decide to take a water break, because, it's hot where we are. So we sit down at this bench, grab our water bottle, just taking sips, chatting, talking about stuff, whatever 10-year-olds talk about, and we're just chilling. And this woman walks up to us, and she's like, hey, that's a pretty nice bike. And let me just say, it was a pretty nice bike. It was all black, got the mountain bike tires, little orange lines on it. It's a nice bike. She was not joking. So I'm like, thank you. It is a nice bike. And she's like, my kids would absolutely love this bike. And I'm like, hold up, wait. I'm gonna need you to run that by me again, Chief. Your kids would absolutely love that bike. That was a little strange, I don't know how to react. So I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, yeah, my kids would absolutely love this bike, How much for it? And I'm like, what? Because I've never had this situation happen to me before. I mean, how often does someone come up to you and be like, yo, that bike you're riding? Hand it over. Come on, how much? Like $10? $10? That sounds good for that bike. So, we're just kind of dumbfounded. And we're like, I'm sorry, it's not for sale. And apparently this is just the wrong answer. So she starts to get, her eyes change, when you see cat, eyes come, tighten up into a little slit. And we're just like, oh shoot, we messed up. And then she just goes at it. She's ranting about how we're spoiled brats and we don't even deserve that bike. That's why her kids should have it. And I just look at my friend and I'm like, is this lady for real? How entitled do you have to be to try and take a bike from this, two little kids? So we're just chilling there, and we're like, oh my gosh, is this woman for real? So we're just chilling there, and she keeps on talking about it until eventually she gets through all that she can think of, and she's like, all right, now give me the bike. And we're like, no. Then she decides the only thing she can do to try and get this bike is to go for it herself. So she reaches down and tries to just snatch that bike from it. And she's not that fast, not the fastest person ever. So we're easily able to grab it first. I'm like, whoa, back off. No, this is not your bike. It's actually mine. So just go over there, go away. And she's like, how dare you try and steal this bike from me? And we have it in our hands. We're not holding a bike. You can't hold a bike. No, we got our hands on the wheel and stuff. And we're like, okay, stop trying to steal this bike. This is our bike. And then she grabs it again and just tries to pull it. And we're in a little bit of a tug of war for a second, but she is not that strong. So we just yank it away from her and she falls down. And we just we start laughing at her because this woman just tried to steal our bike. So that's not okay. That's pretty low on the chill meter. So then we're just laughing at her, and she starts screaming about how we abused her. But there's no one there because we're pretty far back into this park. So she's screaming, oh, these two kids hit me, they abused me, and she starts running away, just talking about that. And we just kind of look at each other and start laughing, and we just kind of bike away, just continue our day, because sure, it was a weird experience, but what are you gonna do? It's over now. She's running away. She learned her lesson, hopefully, and it's just gonna have a chill rest of the day. So then a little bit later, after riding the bikes for a little bit longer, we're finally done, and we start heading back to the main area to just chill out before we decide to go home, because sun's starting to set, but it's not super late yet. So we're just chilling on the bench, talking and waiting again, and out the corner of my eye, I see her again. She's slowly walking up, trying to act all casual, and right away I feel something is wrong. Something is not gonna be a-okay by the end of this. So she's just chilling. She's walking up very casually, and then she snatches like a cobra. She goes for it. She tries to grab it. She's almost like a dive, like a slow motion dive. That's what it looked like when she dove at it. She just dove trying to get it, but like I said, she's not that fast. Sure, she thought that we didn't see us. She tried to sneak up, doing just the tiptoe walk, you know. Like, I don't know why she thought the tiptoe walk would help because we're on grass, but, you know, whatever, you do you. So she goes, she tries to steal our bike. And she does get her hand on it, and she, like, turns to go away. But luckily, me and my friend, we're fast enough. We grab the wheel, and, like, another tug of war. So, you know, based on my calculations of what happened last time when she tried to steal the bike, this is not going to end in her favor. So, you know, we're going for a little bit, and I'm just done with this, like, this weak woman trying to steal my bike. So, you know, I do the only thing. I push it forward. Now, you're in a tug of war. Some people will be like, oh, let go of the rope, and then the other person falls over because they're not expecting it. We kind of did the opposite. We helped her. We just pushed her forward, and she went flying. Because if you let go, then they kind of just have it, like, if they don't fall down. But if you push it forward, then they can fall down, and then you have it. So she starts screaming again about how she abused her, knocked her down, beating her with a bike, which, I mean, I don't even know how you do that. Pick up a bike by the wheel? That's not going to work. So, yeah, I have no idea how that worked, but, yeah, she just thought that we were abusing her with a bike, even though we just pushed her forward to get our bike back. And we're like, no matter what happens, this is not going to turn out good. So what we do, hop on our bikes and just pedal away to go home. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I sure enjoyed making it. Remember to send me your video ideas, comment them down below, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.